So if you had a daughter 10 years old, what words of wisdom would you give to her, knowing what you know today?
Is to tell her that there's nothing that she can't do if she wants to do. That would be the most profound thing I could tell her. That she's wonderful and she can do anything.
You were created for a purpose. You didn't come to the world to start building yourself up through school and through work to find significance. You are significant already. Listen inside. And don't be shaken by trends. Don't be shaken by what people say. Don't be shaken about being popular. You're not created to fit in. You're created to stand out and attract.
To feel her worth, to know that she's worthwhile and she has the potential. And take every single opportunity that comes up and she will be surprised what she has in her.
I said you need to look for something that you enjoy doing so that you can become famous, very good at it, famous, rich, and have fun.
Don't follow your mind, follow your heart. Because here I am today, following my heart, not my mind. And I'm happy for making that decision.
What words of wisdom would you give to her today?
I think the most important thing would be to tell any young girl living in any African society, especially in Tanzania, is that you can be whoever you want. I think that is the most important message I would give to a 10-year-old girl.
I would advise her to be a girl of integrity, always tell the truth, and to have a dream of success and work towards her dream.
Life is not a microwave experience. That it's still alright to wait. With your hard work and patience, something happened. The words died in this emerging generation. So I would say to my daughter, it's alright to wait. It will come around as long as you work hard, smart towards it.
I will encourage her to do volunteer work for her country. Just do things volunteer. The region, the continent, things are spoiled. For any activity you do, you expect a payment. For any activity you do, you expect remuneration, even not her age, below her age. So everybody everything is connected to remuneration and finance. If we continue having such kind of a culture, I don't think we can have a generation that can be our successor.
They need to begin to be international citizens, not just Kenyan citizens. Is to make sure that we bring this child to belong to the world. 10-year-old, prepare them to think big, think world, think responsibility, think support system, think have to have self-confidence. It's a global village. I don't see barriers.
What words of wisdom would you give to her?
You are very important little girl. A lot of potentials. There are so many doors open for you out there. Just study hard, work hard, and the sky is the limit for you.
I will tell her, first of all, to make sure that she goes to school and achieves. Because without education today, in Kenya, I think globally it's useless. Attain education, but at the same time, get a skill that answers our vision. 20 years from then, what she wants to be, and make sure that she positions herself every year to move towards that goal.
You know, I have been trying to look at the talents that they have. And in looking at the talents, I would prefer motivating them to take up the talents.
I allow her to be herself. And for some reason, that's her also. Like when we walk into a supermarket, people come to me and say, to her, are you as brave as your mom? You want to be like your mom? She says, no, I want to be myself. And I like that. because that is how she will be an independent woman.
Tell the 10-year-old is that whatever you have to do it so well that nobody has to come after you to clean it up.
If you had a daughter who is 10 to 12 years old, what advice would you give her?
First, I will tell her not to be afraid of anything. You are in this world for a purpose, and you can achieve that purpose. Do not be afraid. Be respectful in asking for information, and you will get it. Thirdly, give back. Whatever information and knowledge you have, show somebody. If you're 10 years old, you can help a 6-year-old how to cross the road. You can help your mother how to lift something. Do be helpful. Volunteerism is something that has to start at that age.
So I will tell her to be strong and take all challenge for positive attitude.
My kids, I'm always telling them that they have to love people. They have to learn how to be kind. They have to learn how to be patient. They have to learn how to be hardworking. And of course, every morning they have to pray. Where there is love, everything is possible. So I always teach them to love.
What words of wisdom would you give to her?
Believe in yourself.
I think I would tell her to enjoy every stage of her life, not to rush anything. I think I would tell her that she was made for greatness.
Be a leader in your school at least, because it will give her the opportunity to speak up, to face an audience, to understand people. I want her to see the countryside. She will understand the way people live. There are so many types of living status. I want her to know that.
To be focused. I always try to help her identify her dreams and visions, understand who she is, to focus on her strengths, and try and turn her weaknesses into strengths, and never allow her weaknesses to destabilize her and to cause her to lose her focus.
So if you had a daughter 10 years old today, what words of wisdom would you give her?
People shouldn't describe who you are. You should be the one to do that. I will say to my daughter, here I am as your mother. Do what I have done. I will tell my 10-year-old daughter, please wake up and go to school, because I know the difference that every morning walk to the school will make in her life, and I will let her play. As a 10-year-old, I would advise her, number one, follow your passion. Follow your passion. Number two, go for the highest goals, and there are no limits. There are no limits. The only limits that are there are limits that you put for yourself in your mind, because you can achieve anything you want to achieve, and you can be the best person that you want to be.
I would sit with her and see what she does best. And I would encourage her on what she feels she wants to be in the future. Not me dictating all sorts of things into her mind, but I would advise her according to her individuality.
I would tell her that she could be anything she wanted to be.
First things, she is equal to anybody, to any race.
Well, I will tell her that you have anything it takes to go and rule the world.
Loud, proud, and passionate. I want my kid to be loud as possible, so that people can hear what she thinks, what she speaks. And I want her to be proud of her, just expressing herself as someone who is very capable, efficient, and unique, someone who has a number of things to contribute to this world, passionate, always moving forward.